Welcome, everyone. To begin, let's start with a little hypothetical story here. Say you and your family put your whole heart and soul into building a successful business in the restaurant industry. But the only thing holding you back from being a top-rated restaurant is promoting your business and the reviews that you maintain. Well, RE Consulting Company is here to help you. It is important for any restaurant owner to understand that business reviews are one of the most important aspects of any successful business. For example, when you're making a purchase of any item and you see several negative reviews of said item, it will most likely deter you from purchasing the item. The same mentality goes for restaurant reviews. Negative reviews of any establishment may deter people from visiting a restaurant in order to avoid any bad experience, and vice versa for positive reviews. The story of how RE Consulting Company was founded is very interesting and very inspiring. Myself, along with a group of 5 other college friends, all worked within the restaurant industry in some fashion, meaning we all have huge amounts of knowledge and experience within the industry. Before establishing our company, my friends and I witnessed several businesses in our local community that were struggling to get their feet off of the ground due to negative reviews and other marketing aspects. So, 4 years ago, we decided to put all of our years of experience into creating a successful business that would help our local community. Here at RE Consulting Company, we take great pride in providing our services to local and family-owned restaurants who lack certain aspects of running a business that oftentimes go unseen. Our company's motivation is seeing these many businesses fail due to lack of knowledge. Our mission is to inform business owners of the importance of reviews and educate them on ways to maintain their overall reviews of their restaurant. We provide in-house services to our clients and allow them the opportunity to participate in training seminars, which are also open to all employees, to allow them the chance to use our techniques well after our services have been completed. Our clients will benefit from our training services as we teach them how to remain successful within their business endeavors. We at RE Consulting Company each hold ourselves to high standards of operation, which allow our clients to maintain a high level of success. My name is Shelby Smith, and I am a part of RE Consulting Company. Within our company, my colleagues and I do not maintain higher roles than the others. We all maintain the same level titles as we all participate in the same fashion, and since we are all very good friends. The only aspect that may vary is which team members will present to certain events for our clients. As for my personal experience, I have previous experience as a server for roughly 5 years, with a total of 7 years within the customer service industry. So, I retain a wide variety of knowledge on how the restaurant industry works. I was a server, supervisor, and bartender within a local and family-owned restaurant where there were many days and nights when I was responsible for opening and closing the restaurant on my own accord. My years of experience is what initially gave me the knowledge on how to promote and run a business properly. This experience is very important to our clients because it allows each of the employees of RE Consulting Company to provide them specialized help with all of our years of experience combined. Simply put, each of our backgrounds and knowledge of the restaurant industry will help our clients succeed within their own business. Our history is important to note as it shows our clients that we maintain a good reputation and that we can handle any amount of work. Hudson's Hickory House is a local barbecue restaurant located in Douglasville, Georgia. Hudson's is family-owned and has been in operation since 1971. In the year 1971, Buford Hudson opened up this restaurant and later, as he reached older age, signed the restaurant over to one of his children, Scott Hudson. Scott Hudson continued the family legacy and ran the restaurant for many more years to follow. However, back in 2021, Scott tragically passed away, leaving the town in worry of what would happen to the operations of Hudson's Hickory House. Luckily for the town, Scott's daughter, Elena Hudson, took over the restaurant. Buford, Scott, and Elena Hudson have been and still are very prominent citizens within the Douglas County community. Hudson serves a variety of food such as ribs, pork, chicken, hickory mac and cheese, fried green beans, loaded hot dogs, and much more. Hudson's is known for their mouth-watering barbecue, Brunswick stew, and fried green beans. Douglasville is a city with a large population of citizens and is also a neighboring town to several other cities that people travel from to dine at this restaurant. Hudson's has also been recognized for a variety of awards ranging from their hometown feel to their amazing range of food options. More than just barbecue lovers are frequent flyers here at Hudson's Hickory House. One of Hudson's main competitors is Wallace's Barbecue, which is located in Austell, Georgia. Just 17 minutes away from each other, these two barbecue restaurants serve very similar menus, and the atmosphere between the two are also very similar. Wallace's Barbecue serves pork, steak, chicken, wings, and much more, which can be closely compared to Hudson's menu options. Although the taste of barbecue is personal preference to their customers, some people prefer the taste of one over the other. Wallace's Barbecue and Hudson's Hickory House both stay busy. However, Wallace's is closed on Sundays, Mondays, and Tuesdays, whereas Hudson's is only closed on Sundays of each week. Additionally, Evans Barbecue, which is located in the neighboring city of Villa Rica, Georgia, also gives competition to Hudson's. Evans Barbecue is 18 minutes away from downtown Douglasville, which attracts customers from several neighboring towns. Evans serves many untraditional items on their menu, such as barbecue egg rolls, pork nachos, smoked wings, barbecue salad, and much more. These items with a twist on them is what attracts so many people to this restaurant per year. The food items and the interesting aspects that Evans Barbecue puts on things is one of the biggest differences compared to Hudson's Hickory House. The similarities between the two include the hometown feel of the environment and profound customer service they provide. Both of these restaurants are family owned and take great pride in being a staple within their community. Hudson's reviews consist of a multitude of expressions of very friendly staff with great customer service. Almost every review notes servers by their first names, recollecting the outstanding service the customer was provided with. One review mentions, "Food was great, service was even better. Bailey did a great job serving us while having about 4 other tables at the same time. Food was hot and fresh." This review shows just how much pride Hudson's takes on the hometown feel for the environment they exude, as well as the amazing food that they serve their customers. Secondly, the reviews also mainly consist of how amazing the food is at Hudson's Hickory House. Between the fried green beans, Brunswick stew, and loaded hot dogs, there is something there for everyone to partake in. Another review that was left reads, "My daughter introduced me to this place. She fell in love with hickory fries, and every chance she gets, she asks me to take her to Hudson's." Additionally, people who have chosen to publish reviews for Hudson's often note how reasonably priced the dishes are and how much each serving size is. In a world with all-time high inflation rates, this is very hard to come by anymore. Most times, if something is less expensive than other options, it may not be as good as quality as the others. But not for Hudson's. They have great barbecue with even better prices. Hudson's has a 4.4 out of 5-star rating on Google Reviews as of current day. There are a handful of negative reviews, which include the mention of their takeout meals, the meat and the ribs being tough in texture, their barbecue sauce being thin and liquidy, and the mention of their interior of the restaurant being outdated. One review mentions, "We got the hickory fries, which is listed as a starter, but the portion size is large enough for a meal. The barbecue sauce is thin, but overall was a good meal." Another review that was left as only 2 stars reads as follows. "Considering all the meat is cooked ahead of time, we imagine the food would come out quickly, fresh, and hot. The food was not hot, barely warm, and not fresh. The mac and cheese had no flavor. The chicken on the barbecue chicken mac and cheese was a frozen patty that had been diced. The restaurant itself is not appealing, very dated, with fold-out tables for dining, and the parking lot has quite the potholes. We wanted to love this restaurant, but it left us disappointed. Although competition is inevitable, there are ways that Hudson's can maneuver around these hardships. The first way is to initiate certain incentive programs or other experiences that are hard to come by, which would make the customer's experience more memorable. For examples, Hudson's could offer some sort of incentive program for their customers that would allow them some kind of reward for each positive review that is left. Another way would be to set up some kind of photo prop that would allow customers to take pictures at their restaurant. This would result in the customers posting the pictures on social media, which is free advertisement for the restaurant. One of the most consistent review topics that can be found listed on Google for Hudson's is the mention of their servers by name who exemplified outstanding customer service, which resulted in a positive impact for the customer. One way that Hudson's can reward their employees and continue to obtain these good reviews is to offer some sort of incentive program for their employees, which would all allow them to benefit from each good review that they are mentioned in by name directly. This would help keep the restaurant's employees to push for excellence while also benefiting for the business. Secondly, as previously mentioned, it could also be beneficial to implement an incentive program for the customers that leave good reviews. Not only will an incentive persuade customers to leave more positive reviews, but it would also show that the clients want to be involved in the success of the business, along with the business owners wanting to have the client's involvement. And lastly, Hudson's may find it beneficial to offer returning customers some sort of reward program, like an app. This restaurant experiences a large amount of returning customers that genuinely enjoy the food and the atmosphere of this local eatery. A reward program would allow these regular diners to feel a part of the family with exclusive offers only available to those within the reward system. Not only would this reward system be a positive aspect for the customers, but it may also result in more positive reviews to be published. These are all ideas that would potentially boost Hudson's overall impact on the community and its customers, making it stand out from all other restaurants and its competitors within the local community. One threat that can be spotted within Hudson's reviews is the interior of the restaurant. First, RE Consulting Company would start by recommending making updates to the interior of the restaurant, which would help accommodate to the customers that leave these negative reviews about the interior of the restaurant. Customers who visit Hudson's may not be aware of the restaurant being family-owned with sentimental value, meaning that they may not be willing to cut any slack for the owners of the building and the outdated feel. An additional threat to Hudson's Hickory House are the potholes that are in the parking lot. Although this may not seem to be a major concern for the functionality of the restaurant, it is very important to consider. This could cause potential claims against the restaurant's insurance if any damages cause harm to a vehicle or a customer. And lastly, many people have expressed frustration with the thin and watery barbecue sauce that is served at each table within the restaurant. To make sure Hudson's reviews are not negatively impacted by this difference in a personal opinion, it would be beneficial for the restaurant to offer an alternative sauce that has a thicker consistency. It can be understood that Hudson's Hickory House could use more sprucing up as far as a few minor details. To summarize, it is extremely important for all business owners to be aware of the reviews that are being made by customers and implementing ways to improve their services based on the reviews that are being received. This shows the customer that the owners truly care for each and every experience shared and reviewed with them. It is also important for business owners to be aware of the reviews that are coming in on a weekly or monthly basis to see how things are operating on a continuous basis. If reviews are monitored every so often, it can largely impact the services that are being provided to customers to ensure that nothing is fallen between the cracks, and to also ensure to customers that issues are being properly handled by the owners. It is important to retain these following key factors to encourage more customers to visit the restaurant and sway any kind of competition around. Step 1 would be to promptly check your incoming reviews and respond as necessary to validate to your audience that you care and hear what is being reviewed. Step 2. Set in place the discussed programs and other things that will set you and your restaurant apart from all others. And lastly, always be sure that you promote your business in any and every way possible. No amount of advertisement is too big or too small. RE Consulting Company has had the most pleasure working with Hudson's Hickory House directly. We have ensured to instill all of our necessary training options and understanding for the business to prosper in all ways possible. We would like to personally thank you and your company for choosing us to help you along the way. We hope that as a business, you will continue to carry all of our recommendations and consider all of our techniques that we have shown you this far. Our hope is that you will understand just how important good and bad reviews can be in this industry, and that your ownership will implement our teachings into your day-to-day operations. As a thank you, our company will be providing you and your employees with a complimentary tote bag with our logo on it as a token of our appreciation for you allowing us to provide our services to your business. I can be reached directly at smith@consulting.com. Please reach out to me directly for any potential inquiries or any additional questions or concerns that you may have. Thank you for your time and cooperation.